Here we are. It is Monday evening. I hope that all of you had a great weekend. I hope you had a good Monday. It was a long Monday for me, but it is just about over, and I can't think of any better way to spend it than right here live with you guys discussing what's going on in cruising, cruise news, cruise experiences, YouTube. We're going to spend the next hour doing just that. There were several of you already online. Before we started the show, we appreciate that so much. So many of you look forward to this hour together as I do. You vocalize that, and I appreciate that so much. There's several people hopping on now. As everyone hops on, whether you're live with us or you're watching this on replay, some have to work and things like that, have other engagements. Please say hello in the comment section. That way we can see that you're here. And as we get started tonight, always our ground rules. If you have a question about anything, cruise related, any cruise brand, a port of call, a hotel you should stay in, where should I leave my car? Ask that in the comment section. We will follow up with you. Of course, someone may answer your question first. That's okay. That's what a community is all about, right? And also, if you're hopping on and it's your first time here, say hello. We will try to say hello to you as well. We're going to catch up on who is here in just a few seconds as everyone hops on. We invite you to like the video, give that thumbs up as it will put this video in front of others who are looking for something to watch. So we'll say hello to a few people here and answer some initial questions. The beginning of the show is always the best time to ask your questions because as we get into, especially about the 7-minute mark, 10-minute mark, the numbers go up drastically. So let's see what visibility we have here. The first name I see is Ann's name. Ann, I need to call you. I saw a phone call today, and I'll text you after this show. How about that? Donald was the first one here tonight. The Z show was here as well. It's Cruising. Karen, hello. Karen mentions the interview with Kindle Fire. We'll talk about that. I will share some of the conversation that we had both before and after the interview. I'll tell everything I can tell you. But what fun that was. I hope you enjoyed our interview with Kindle Fire. If you've watched it, let us know what you thought. It was my first time really preparing, and I was ready. I shared my questions, my transitions, as professional as I could, right? With Kindle, wanted to make sure she knew exactly what I was going to ask, and she enjoyed it too. She had a lot of fun. So we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Matt's here. Jimbo is here as well. Hello. Lito Tito was so close to Galveston. He sent me a picture today, and it was a road sign in Houston, Galveston, that way, I-45, and he couldn't do it. He was there for work. Chris is here. Frankie, Stacy, Jen, absolutely, is here. Les Natty and Ken, Controversial Cruising. Randy, hello, Islanders. I just got back from Lake Charles. That's a fun little trip right there. We have a little road trip coming up. I'll tell you about. Remind me of that here in just a little bit. Amber has been in the islands. Now she's back home. She was on the breeze, and now she's back home, and now she's in the islands again here. Amber, I hope you guys had a great cruise. This is the first, as I mentioned in the email today, the first of a gauntlet here of cruises for you. We know that you're going to have a blast. Hope that you enjoyed the breeze. It's good to see you here tonight. Charlie, have you ever been on the Sunshine? Charlie, we have. That's a great question. Amanda and I have been on the Sunshine 2015. Can you believe that? The old Destiny ship was turned into the Sunshine. We love the Sunshine. One thing that we loved about her the most was a 3-story Serenity deck. The adults only pool in Serenity, the huge waterfall. We enjoyed the Sunshine years and years ago. Charlie, I hope maybe you're booked on her. If you're looking to book, I'll put my email. I'm so bad about this. You guys try to remind me of it. I'm bad about it. If you need help in any way, a lot of you guys, you ask, how can you contact me? I'm putting my email address right there, travel@bookislandtime.com. That should be in the description of this video as well. If you need help planning, managing your cruise, let us know. We'd love to help you. Lauren and Patrick here. Andrew from Canada. I wonder how the weather is right now there in Canada. Here's Jason. Hello from Jason and Crystal. Jason, it was great to talk to you a little bit earlier today, talking about casino offers. New casino offers are out. I can't talk today. A week from Wednesday, new casino offers. Mr. Jeremy Kraft, let's go Rangers. The game is about to start. Game 7 and you've got to watch me first. Jeremy, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you had a good day today. We'll talk about a little news regarding Jeremy and a little road trip coming up later on here in just a little bit. Let's see. I got to scroll back up here to say hello to some others. BJ is here. It's good to see you as well. Tammy and Will G. Navi is here. Navi, hope you had a good day teaching those kiddos. Of course, Trish is here. William, it's great to see you. Tampa. William, I'm going to be in Tampa in just a few weeks. Well, the week before Thanksgiving, I'm going to travel for work to Tampa. It'll be my second time there in just a few months, and so I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed it last time. Didn't get to cruise from there, but it's for my daytime job, the job that actually pays the bills, okay? We got to differentiate the two. This is fun. Yeah, it's a little extra money, but it does not pay the bills. I can tell you that. And I'm sorry there's a glare on the lights. Maybe that did the trick right there. Jennifer, it's great to see you. Alex, the cruiser, is here as well. It's great to see you here tonight. We just started watching the interview today, only halfway through. It was 35 minutes. Kendall was very generous with her time, and we had a blast. We did. We'll talk about that here in just a second. While I finish saying hello, let me ask you this question here. It's one that I had on the list tonight. If you could sit down for 30 minutes and interview anyone, it could be alive, it could be someone that's already passed, who would it be? Who would you spend 30 minutes with, and what would you ask them? It'll be interesting, some of the answers we get on that. Let us know in that comment section. If you could interview anyone, it could be cruise related, may not be cruise related. For 30 minutes, who would you interview and what would you ask? Let us know. Dennis, great to see you here. Jen, 5 days until a celebration. You're going to have a blast on the celebration. She is getting rave reviews. Of course, she's Mardi Gras' sister. We're talking about Carnival here. Mardi Gras' sister, but the celebration over and over constantly gets great reviews from our clients. So you're going to have a blast. Let us know how that is, okay? Justin, it's great to see you. Gigi's Asian Kitchen is great. It's worth the small fee. I agree with you there. And most, not just Carnival, but across the industry, most of the upcharge or specialty dining experiences are a nominal fee. You know, it's only the big branded steakhouses and things like that really get up there to $50+ per person. But there's so many options across the industry that are cheap that people sometimes they think about, or sometimes people say, I'm not paying any extra for food. I've already paid for food, which is okay as well. It is. I'll be in Galveston next week for a tour of the new Jubilee Terminal. Alex says that's going to be a blast. Of course, multi-million-dollar renovations. I'll try to, if I can remember, share some updated pictures that the Port of Galveston has shared regarding the newest updates. Alex, we would love to hear from you and your experience there. A lot of work's being done. An additional gangway is going to be put in, new air conditioning system, new flooring, different ways to move people around with escalators, new escalators and things like that. So it's going to be fun. It is. Andrew, I bet you it is chilly up there. It is. It's going to get cold here next week in the 50s here in Central Arkansas. So I'm ready for that. I am. First time on the live. Jay Loke says your Kindle Fire interview was great. Saw her on Mardi Gras. Appreciate that so much. Michelle, it's great to see you here, and Robert as well. James is here as well. It's good to see you. Gene Simmons, my question. Oh, this will be good, Robert. I haven't read it yet. Gene Simmons. Once Kiss ends, what are you going to do? He may not be able to answer that question. Really? Kiss and that band, and I've seen several cover bands. Kiss cover. Have you guys seen a Kiss cover band before? If I've seen them here in Arkansas, I know you've probably seen them in your area. What are you going to do? John Hild, do you have any free time? Jason asked. That's a good one there. John, it is unbelievable how many hours he works. And it's like 7 days a week. There's so many days on the weekends where I see him online. And I want to say, hey, just take the day off. Take the day off. Please take the day off. But he may feel like if he takes the day off, the next day, and some of us feel like this at work, the next day is like, how do I catch up? You know, but he works a ton. Let's see what Jen says. Prince, don't know what I would ask, though, because I'd be so starstruck. I'm born and raised in Minnesota. My ex-husband used to play in the band as backup, but I never got to, oh my gosh, Jen. What an interesting fact there. That's pretty cool. Prince. Chef, sounds like our inaugural cruise on the Jubilee might be in jeopardy. Chef MiGs. We'll talk about that in just a minute. There's several that are worried. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Zach, it's great to see you. So many people I would love to interview, but Nelson Mandela, that would be an awesome one. It really would. Thank you guys for being here. We've got 87 here, 29 likes. Please, if you don't mind, if you're enjoying your time, hit that like button. And Randy, I saw that you got back from Lake Charles. It's great that you're here. Rayleigh, Creative Travel, it's great to see you guys tonight. I hope that you're doing well. We're talking about interviews. Who would you interview if you had the chance to do so? What would you ask them? Speaking of John Hill, Jen says he'll be in Miami on Embarkation Day. You will. You'll get to meet him. I'm telling you now, from experience, I've seen John a couple of times, and you know his following like I do. If you have a chance to say hello, do it. Do not assume that you're going to have another chance. Do not assume I'll just wait because there's 4, 6, 10 people around him. I'll just wait till later because he's busy. His schedule is tight, and whenever he is at a ship, especially like this, when he's there for Embarkation Day, he's there and he's gone. So if you see him, you have a chance to say hello, do it then. Do not wait. Get a picture with him. Yep. I was invited by the Port of Galveston, Alex says. That's going to be a blast, Alex. Please share your content with us. I know that you will. That's exciting. Roger Reese there. We've got a little interview with him in December. So less than 2 months now. But Alex, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Yep. Harold from Dallas, Texas. Hello, you're about 5 hours south of us. My mom went to high school with Prince. Wow, Matt. Oh, my gosh. That is cool. Walt Disney would be another good one. Talk about imagination, creativity. That would be cool. My grandpa. Yes, Jennifer. I'm the same. Mine was instrumental in my life. Danny, it's great to see you here tonight. Coming to Galveston to cruise on the Jubilee and wanted to know best hotel to stay in. That's from Melvin. Again, your questions, put them down there. We're rolling through this chat tonight, trying to do the best that we can. We've got all kinds of stuff to get to as well. We'll talk about the Jubilee here in just a couple minutes. Melvin, you have a lot of options, honestly, in Galveston. But that being on the beach itself, there are so many different hotels and resorts to choose from. Airbnb is a big option as well. If you're traveling with a group of 4+, an Airbnb is the way to go, especially time of year. Right now, of course, it's not the busy season. So if you're traveling October, November, December, if it's off season, you can get a huge beach house for almost nothing. Hotels, I would say if you're traveling or cruising with Carnival, Norwegian, Princess when they're there, Disney when they are there, then I would stay at Harbor House or the Tremont House. It is very close, within walking distance, just a couple of 100 yards away. You can walk to the terminal. If you're cruising Royal Caribbean, their terminal is about a mile away from that hotel. But the Holiday Inn, there's a Holiday Inn Express on Seawall Boulevard, and the Holiday Inn Express Resort. It usually runs about $40 more expensive. But if you're going to be there and be able to enjoy some resort-style amenities and pools and things like that, I would recommend those two. Yep. Keith, thank you so much. Kathy, sorry. Thank you so much for that comment there. We'll talk more on that interview here in just a little bit. John Hill is my English man. My British boyfriend. I love it. Yep. Let's see. I can't believe it, Derek. My parents are on the Vista currently and didn't even extend an invite. How selfish. How self-centered of them to go cruising and not consider inviting you. I hope they're having a blast. The Vista's down to her last few sailings out of Galveston before she goes to Port Canaveral for a few sailings and then to dry dock. It's been a long time, and I've been on the Vista several times. It's been a long time coming for her dry dock. And so she'll get that new livery as well. So we're excited about that. Yep. The mansion on 17th, Justin. I have not stayed there. But I have heard about the mansion on 17th. We've stayed in an area close by, a property close by to that. Yeah, we'd love to take a cruise out of Galveston. Never have, James. It's an interesting port. One negative is it is a little bit away from Houston, 45 miles away from Houston. So if you've ever cruised out of Port Canaveral, it's very similar to flying to Orlando and then having to get transportation from there. Some people don't like that. Some people don't mind it. Yep. Wondering if I could use my royalty from Royal to Celebrity Cruise. Absolutely. Yes, if you have a status with Royal Caribbean International, because Royal Caribbean Group owns Royal Caribbean International and Celebrity Cruises, your loyalty transfers between the two. That is not the case with Carnival Corporation and their family of cruise lines. But yes, that is a very good question there. Absolutely. Yep. And Amanda, Jen, Amanda's the one to meet. I mean, I am nothing. If you have to choose, do I want to meet Derek or Amanda? It's Amanda 10 times out of 10 times. And those who are on here who have met both of us can tell you that, I promise. Fireball Steve, it's great to see you here tonight. Let's talk about really quick at 7:15 here. Let's talk about the Jubilee really quick. Then we'll get into, I'll let you ask some questions about interview with Kindle Fire and some of those things that we talked about before and after. There's some reporting here, and I shared it on the show today even. We had a large cruise news show, about 15 minutes today, several stories that took place over the weekend. And it was interesting to hear the operators of the shipyard there in Germany share the struggles that they've had throughout the construction and building process of the Jubilee. They were very candid in the supply chain issues that the ship has floated out. But sea trials are not going to begin until next month, November. And of course, she sails in December. They were candid about that. Even the project manager and the CEO of the shipyard itself mentioned, this is the biggest project of my life. We have to deliver this on time. We're doing everything we can. People are working nights and weekends as different parts and pieces come in. The construction workers there are working whenever things come in. And so it was an uplifting article in the fact that they said, we will get the job done. We're going to get it done. But it was also, if you're booked on that inaugural cruise, like we are, December the 23rd, it makes you think there's no room for error. Is there not? That's the way I read it. They're right now, and I checked a couple pulses, I'll be honest with you, this afternoon. And I said, hey, is there anything I should know here? Is there a risk or jeopardy of this thing not being finished? And just a reminder, there's huge contracts in place. There's financial incentives and penalties in place if the ship isn't done. We already know there is no transatlantic, right? There's no transatlantic cruise because work will be taking place on the transatlantic. The crew members will be putting the finishing touches and unwrapping chairs and things like that. But it did make me a little leery. Everyone I checked with today says, trust the article. They said they're going to get the job done. The project plan shows that the job will be done. So we're still planning on it. And listen to this. This is October 23rd, exactly 2 months away from embarkation day. How crazy is that? John Pounders, it's great to see you and Kristen. John agreed. Amanda is the one to meet. John, it's the truth. You know that. It's great to see you, John. I hope you and Kristen are doing well. Good evening. Yep, I saw Fireball jumped on. Let's catch up here. Charlie, yep, your book, April 27th, 2025. She's going to be ready by then. I can promise you that. She'll be ready by then. Should we be worried about the delivery of the Jubilee, Marcus? As I just said, I think everything is okay. I think the timeline is tight. I think delivery will happen, though. 60 days away. It is crazy. And we'll talk about, too, let's just talk about this. Larry, I see your question. Let me talk about this really quick. I've been asked over and over, when will the Jubilee come to Galveston? People are literally thinking about planning vacation. Kids are out of school around Christmas. People and families take off of work. And people have asked, hey, I can't afford to go on the cruise itself. It's too expensive, but I want to be there and welcome Galveston, welcome the Jubilee coming into Galveston. And Kendall was it was interesting to see what she said. If you watch the interview, she referenced the 20th. Will she come in on the 23rd, the morning of the 20th? Will she get there early? And there's going to have to be some stocking, and there's going to have to be, the ship is not going to be stocked more than likely when it leaves Europe and comes across. And so, and then I think there'll be events, even though it is the holiday season. I think the city there in Galveston, and there'll be all kinds of ceremonial events. But it would be nice, really nice, if the ship was there the 20th. That's actually when we're heading down there, so that would be fun to see. But she said that in the interview, and I wanted to mention that as well. Larry, Derek, when will you be in Galveston in December? Yep, the 20th. I'll be sailing on the Dream on the 22nd. Maybe we can meet. Absolutely. Larry, we are leaving here the 20th, and we're driving. So we're about 8 hours away So it will be late in the evening on the 20th, but we should be there all day on the 21st. So touch base, shoot me an email. I'll put my email here again, and it should be in the description of the video. But I'd love to say hello. We make an effort to do that. There in Galveston, we've gone out with Islanders the night before. We have met Islanders at gas stations just to say hello, put a face with a name. And so we would love to do that if schedules allow. Yep. I hope no one else is having audio difficulties. It shows that it's well, but who knows? My first Christmas cruise, Oasis of the Seas. Absolutely. Christmas cruises are fun. We're excited about that. There's all kinds of activities. And I just wonder, Kendall and Joey on their podcast had referenced it was Christmas and what's going to happen. And will people dress up like Santa Claus? That answer is yes. Will you have the Grinch on board? Lito Tito, I think, is going to help us out there. We have Cindy Lou Who? Probably so. But Joey predicted, this is Kendall's fiance, that there would be Santa Claus cowboys. And I can bet that there will be Santa Claus cowboys on board the Carnival Jubilee. Big old Santa Claus dressed up with a cowboy hat. And Kendall added maybe even a Dallas Cowboys star. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Yep. The Rangers are winning 3-0 in the first. Oh, my goodness, Z. What a start. That is crazy. Is Amanda? Yeah, Amanda's on. Maybe. No. I was putting the email address there. That was me. It's not a new terminal. It is a renovation of the current terminal that Carnival uses. Renovation, multi-million-dollar renovation, but it is not new as in Royal Caribbean's new $125 million terminal. Yep. Messiah, that's okay. You've missed almost half the show. It is okay. We're just getting started. I can promise you that. We're going to talk about some things here in just a second. Messiah, do you realize that in 2 months from today, we'll be on board the Carnival Jubilee? Fingers crossed. For inexperienced cruisers like myself, are there any free perks to take advantage of? There absolutely are free perks, John, whether that is before you get on board or when you get on board. The first perk I can think of is using someone that is a cruiser themselves to help you plan and book your travel for free. I know that Amanda and I do it with Island Time Travel. There are thousands of others out there. They are free to use, most of them. Some charge, but they're free to use. Cruise lines pay commission, so don't use one that charges you money because the cruise line is already paying them to help you plan your cruise, to book your cruise, to tell you what hotel to stay at, to tell you where parking is best. And then, of course, know your ship and know your cruise line in particular as well, to know what is free. When you get on board, where can I eat for free? There's usually a dozen plus food venues that you can eat at for free. There's also like the steakhouse, a specialty dining restaurant. The first night, if you go the first night, you don't have to dress up. It's casual. Plus, you can receive a free bottle of wine that first night if you go red or white. So, and then there's small things like there's free playing cards you can get at guest services if you'd like. There's all kinds of advantages of using a travel advisor. I highly encourage you to use one. And John, I hope we can get on a cruise ship someday together. Yep. Mark, it's great to see you here tonight. We're just now getting things started. Martin, thank you so much for that super chat. 47 days until the Dream. Amanda and I have been on the Dream a lot of times. We always enjoy staying at the Tremont House, a great option there. And I think the rooftop area, Martin, I think the rooftop area on the Tremont House is open. They've been working on that for quite some time. Tremont House within walking distance of the port. From the rooftop, you can see the port. You can see the Strand. It's a beautiful place. You're going to enjoy the Tremont House. You really are. You're going to enjoy the Dream. In my opinion, the best spa in the entire Carnival fleet is on the Carnival Dream. So if you don't have a spa room, you may look at buying a spa package. Yep. And you can do that all for me. If I book through you, you better believe it. You better believe it. I'll help you with everything from A to Z. Some of our clients, they need hand-holding, which is just fine. They need help with every decision, which is fine. We've cruised from most of the U.S. home ports. We can tell you what hotel to stay in. We can tell you who has the free shuttle, free parking. We can tell you how to get from point A to point B. We can help you with check-in. We can help with excursions, all of it. So absolutely. And you pay nothing. You pay what you would pay if you went online, call the 1-800 number. You get my cell phone number. We'll try to help you out as best we can. Yep. Jen, by the way, thanks for the help on Cruise Cash. Absolutely. Yeah, Cruise Cash is a good way to go. We have several people that use Cruise Cash on board. So absolutely. Yep. And Amber says it's not open yet. It's got to be close, I would think. Maybe there's a delay or supply chain issues there as well. Is there a date, Amber? Do we know maybe a date when that rooftop should open? I thought maybe it would be done by now, but maybe not. Messiah, we're excited to meet you as well. It's going to be a blast. It really is. Yep. Brian, will you be? And I got this on top chat again, guys. I did this last week. Here we go. Let me do live chat. Beckett, turn that all the way down for me, please. YouTube has reorganized some things. I don't know if you have noticed, but there are ads now that I can't control. I can't turn them off. I can determine the frequency, which I have them all the way down on our live shows. And then this chat, they messed it up too. So if you have asked a question, and you may have asked it more than once, and I haven't seen it, re-ask it. I now have it ordered as live chat and not top messages. So my apologies on that. We stayed at Tremont on Wednesday, so Amber knows. Yep. 2 months. Wow. Maybe, Amber, maybe, 2 months is perfect timing for the Jubilee. We'll have to see about that. We'll check on that. I don't think they're giving out cards anymore. I asked, and they haven't had them the last couple of years. We got some on the Venezia in June. Maybe it depends per ship. I know that they run out pretty quick, and who knows, they might be giving each ship a dozen decks of cards per voyage. Who knows on that? Yep. What do you think of the city tour at San Juan, Puerto Rico? Robert, that's a perfect thing to do. If you're in shape, and when I say in shape enough to walk, you're able to walk some distances. The old San Juan area is exciting to see. I'm a history buff, and so I enjoyed it. Some people, of course, they may not enjoy it. But if you enjoy history, you enjoy sightseeing, the city tour there in San Juan is something to do for sure. Some people, of course, they want to go to the beach at every stop, and I'm one of those too. But I do enjoy history, and San Juan is filled with rich history. Yep. Charlie, have a good evening there. I'm glad that you stopped by. There will likely be some free inaugural cruise gifts as well, Mark. I've asked about that as well. And I think I shared this maybe last month. It may have been in our monthly group session. But I was told that it's been probably 6 weeks ago that some of the gifts, there might be an inaugural cruise book, all these different things that they give away, that they had these items, but the inaugural date wasn't stamped on these items for a long time. And I was told about 6 weeks ago that all these items were being branded with the December 23rd, 2023 date. That made me feel good. Okay. So there will be some gifts, I think there usually is on an inaugural. So we'll see what happens there. I don't have Facebook. How can I get in touch with you guys? I need to plan a vacation. Marcus, that's a good question. I'll put my email address right here. Reach out to us. We check email 12 hours a day, at least. Email's actually the best way to get a hold of us. We do a lot on our phones as well. But with email, 2 people can access email at the same time, right? Amanda can be answering questions. I can be answering questions. We knock them out. My phone, I have my phone. Amanda and I can't both use my phone. So we really do knock things out better via email. And then once we kind of get going, we get you your quote and things like that. Of course, we're going to hop on the phone. We're going to get to know you. We're going to get your information from you and book your cruise. So, but email is just the easiest way because we both have visibility into that email. Yep. Absolutely, Mark. You bet. Any printed documents that I need to have for check-in at the terminal? Messiah, that's a great question there. There are your boarding passes that make it a whole lot easier if you have them printed. Be sure with boarding passes that they're the front side of a page only. Do not ever, ever, ever double side print boarding passes. It doesn't work. They will not take them. If you don't have your boarding passes, they will print them for you at the terminal. They will look completely different than everyone else's, but they will print them for you at the terminal. Also, your luggage tags you're able to print off and put on your bags before you get on. But make sure those printed documents, you have those. Check-in starts for Carnival right now. We'll see how long this continues. 16 days for Platinum Diamond cruisers, 14 days for everyone else. Yep. Question from Z, would it be free gifts if we are going? Would it be free gifts if we are going to first voyage of the Jubilee? Yeah, I don't know exactly what the gifts are going to be, Z, but they will I think, reward those who have invested money for that inaugural selling. There's Bruce with Ocean to Ocean. Bruce, it's great to see you tonight. We need to catch up sometime soon. I hope that everything's been going well for you. You had a good summer, and we're into fall. It's great to see you here tonight. What are your favorite ports, John asked, and what are some excursions at those ports that you would suggest and help me book? John, that's a great question. Overall, and I could list all kinds of ports around the world. Gibraltar, maybe my favorite port in all the world. The most southern point, the most southern the point in Africa where the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean meet. The history there is really, really cool. But for Caribbean, Aruba. It's got to be Aruba. And it was neat that Kendall called that out in the interview about Aruba, and she enjoys Aruba. And she even called out, and I always do this to my clients, I'll call out the big sunsets, the picturesque, perfect sunsets, the big orange ball. I've always experienced that every time I've been to Aruba. And Kendall mentioned the same thing. She said, they have the best sunsets. And they do. Aruba. And if you're staying there late, one reason why I like Aruba, Carnival does a good job of staying there to 10 p.m. And so you're able to stay out late and eat dinner there like a local, or like if you were staying at a resort. And we take a sunset sail and snorkel, a legit sailboat, no power motors, quiet as can be, use the wind. And we go snorkeling. We have the best grilled cheese sandwiches. If you've ever been, you know what I'm talking about, grilled cheese sandwiches. Lito Tito thought I was kidding. Usnavi said it's grilled cheese. How can it be so good? It's good. And then those snorkeling sites. And then, of course, a magical sunset. It is beautiful. It is. That's my favorite. It is. They rock as travel agents. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Will you be doing a Jubilee ship tour? Went on in December, Brian asked. I absolutely will. It will take some time to get out. I think the easiest thing to do if you really want to see the ship, if you haven't booked or you're wondering, should I book it, watch our lives. I'll do several walk-in talks. And then, of course, the tour will be a more heavily edited and productionalized video. But we will aim to get that out so quick. We're going to be busy with almost 50 islanders. I can't believe it, guys. 50 people have booked this. Wanting to cruise with us, and we have to hang out with them, of course, and entertain them and have fun and create memories together. So it'll be a little while, but we will get that ship tour out hopefully during the cruise. We'll see how the upload speed is with Starlink Internet. Yep. Will we be having group meets? Absolutely. We've got a whole agenda. Amanda and I have planned all kinds of events. Carnival does not usually allow groups on inaugural sellings. Carnival does not usually allow groups on holiday, Christmas sellings. They waived both of those for us. Waived it. We are the only group on the Carnival Jubilee inaugural selling. The only one. Whenever they have a party, a 1 hour unlimited open bar, all you can drink for all the groups on the cruise, it will only be our group. When they do some of these group giveaways, it's only our group. But, of course, we'll have meet and greet opportunities as well. We'll have game sessions as well. We're giving away swag bags with shirts and all kinds of different other stuff for free. They're going to be delivered to the staterooms. We're going to have a blast. We are. Yep. Thank you, Bruce, for that. I will check my messenger. I will. I'm going to be working some tonight. Yep. Robert, when does check-in start for Norwegian? I've seen several answers to this, and it has changed over time as well. And it is very much based on your loyalty status on when you can check in. The general answer, though, is about 30 days. It is sooner than what Carnival does. A big reason for that is with Norwegian, you select your shows. You pre-book some of those things that are on board, so check-in is a little bit more advanced. Amanda and I may be on a Norwegian cruise very soon. We're looking at February. I think it's the 3rd. It's a Friday. Norwegian, the Prima, is selling its first selling for the season out of Galveston, December the 22nd. And she's going through April. So we'll see the Prima there when we get on the Jubilee. We may actually be on board the Prima December 22nd. We're trying to work that out. But we're looking at going February the 2nd through the 9th on the Norwegian Prima. February 2nd through the 9th. It's a Friday through a Friday. Friday through a Friday. We're trying to do that. And so we'll see. Amanda has asked off work. It is now, we need to start a countdown for this. Maybe I need to put something up over here, right here. It's day 9. She has emailed her, say leader, so don't call anybody out directly. Day 9. Can I have this week off? I'll take it unpaid. No response yet. Day 9. Let me keep up with the counter right there. Once she gets the green light, we're going to book that trip February 2nd to the 9th on the premium. Yep. Fireball Steve said the best grilled cheese. I don't know what it is, Fireball Steve. Yeah, St. Lucia, Matt. You're right about that. St. Lucia, absolutely. It's beautiful. Jason, do you think due to some Diamond members as well as Faster to the Fun, we will lose our benefits as happened lately? Yes. Yeah, I expect on the inaugural selling, it's all but guaranteed, really. There will be so many Platinum and Diamond. There is no Faster to the Fun for the first 3 months, for sure, of the Jubilee. But Diamond and Platinums, you're not going to get your priority boarding and things like that. There's just too many. I mean, I bet that 80% of the ship will be Platinum and Diamond. Yep. So it'll be a free-for-all, right? We'll be staying up trying to get that early check-in time. I wish Celebration was going to ABC Islands as well. 13 days, big guy, to the Oasis of the Seas. You're going to have a blast on the Oasis, the ship that changed cruising, what I call her. Yep. Yeah, Amber's exactly right. Faster to the Fun is not available. Even we're going March 16th, and Faster to the Fun is not available. I think that's the last selling that Faster to the Fun will not be available is March 16th through the 23rd, I guess it is, maybe. Yeah. Yep. Robert, yeah, it'll be 30 days then. No loyalty points. It'll be 30 days. Do you think they will announce the shows on Jubilee prior to the inaugural, Michelle? Yes, I do. I think they will. I know they will, as a matter of fact. Some of them will be returning shows that you've seen on other ships, but there will be, of course, new content, new flavor on the Jubilee. I'm really excited about this announcement. One thing Kendall spoke about kind of off the recording was Carnival's desire to raise and elevate. As they have done on Mardi Gras, as they've done on Celebration. Everything's bigger than Texas. They want to raise that entertainment there. So I'm excited to see what shows will be on board the Jubilee. We will know before cruising takes place. And Kendall's got all kinds of ideas she shared. She didn't tell me what they were, but she shared there's going to be new deck parties and themed parties, maybe themed nights. And she's going to, and the Fun Squad's going to reveal all of that before we cruise. So we know what to pack and what to bring. She shared that as well. And so that's going to be exciting. Yep. Yeah, 21 days, Mona references, and it staggers there because of the loyalty, of course, so you can reserve your spaces to shows and things like that. Do you post videos of ships that you've been on? I've only been on the Carnival Glory. Would love to see an insider view of other ships. John, you bet. We've got, thank you for that question. We've got videos, ship tours of the Breeze, I believe. We've got the Vista. We've got the Venezia. All of them about 1 hour long ship tours that I walk and provide audio and commentary of each ship. And so take a look at those. They're some of our most successful videos, really. I need to do more videos like that. Amanda's on me all the time about creating some of those longer surviving videos than Cruise News, right? Cruise News after 48, 72 hours, they get no views. It's done. It's over. But I've got a passion for that. So Grand Turk is awesome too. It is. Tim, it's great to see you here tonight. I see Craig has hopped on as well. Robert's got another question. I'm really thinking about going to the water park at Ember Cove. Is there an admission fee? I have never been to the water park there at Ember Cove. And I don't know if you're referencing maybe Carnival's owned area, the pool and loungers there. There might be a water park there. I don't know. But I know there's a pool and loungers. If so, there's not an admission fee there. But a water park in Ember Cove, I just haven't been there. We did the 23 natural water slides or waterfalls, jumped off cliffs and went through water slides that were made in the rocks and stuff like that. Jason, thank you so much for that super chat and reminding all of us to like and share this video. We hope that you're enjoying it. It's flying by. We got 20 minutes left. It always goes by so fast. Yep. I think someone asked, should all rooms be ready on the inaugural? Yes, they should. And I think someone asked too about how do you join the group? We cannot move existing reservations into the group. Carnival won't allow us to do so. I wish they would. But if you are wanting to book a new cabin, a new reservation for the inaugural December 23rd cruise, and some cabins have recently opened up for whatever reason. Final payment was due a month ago. I don't know what it is. But Prices have dropped just a little bit. They're still high, but they've dropped a little bit. But we can book a new reservation into our group, and you'll receive all of our group perks. Yep. Lauren, share that entrance fee. I'm not sure what it is. We just hadn't used that. Yep. Ollie here. We are cruising on the Jubilee March 23rd and no faster to the fun that week either. Wow. And someone else asked, we are going on the March 16th cruise. Will y'all be there? Michael, we will be on board. We will be on board March the 16th. My twin brother will be there with me. My sister will be there with me. We have never traveled out of the state of Arkansas together. We're excited to go on our first ever vacation. We grew up super poor. I didn't leave the state of Arkansas, outside of Arkansas, until I was 18. I went to Missouri. That's one of my passions of travel. I got to catch up. I started later than most people. So, Michael, we will be there. We would love to manage your reservation. If you would like us to, we would love that. We have several from it's Arkansas Spring Break Week. My wife is a teacher. We know a lot of people on that cruise. So we would love it. And we have a group cruise even that week as well. So the water slide's $5. That's not bad at all, Lauren. That's not bad. And then, of course, the pool was free. So that's not bad. It's not. If I wanted to book a cruise through you, how would I do it? John, just shoot us an email. It's the easiest way. I'll put it in here again. I appreciate that question. Shoot us an email. Let me know what you're interested in. We will ask for your loyalty number, whether it's your VIFP number with Carnival, your Crown and Anchor number with Royal Caribbean. We will pull your quotes, your best offers. We'll send it to you and talk about how can you pay for it. With low deposit, we have financing options. We do all of it. Then we book it. Then we keep an eye on it. Just today, every Monday, we check cruises that are eligible for price drops. And just today, we had over $7,000 in price drops, $50 on this reservation and $25 on that one. $7,000 of money saved. We do all that for you. We'll email you, hey, your cruise went down $25 a person. You get the new rate. So we enjoy doing that. We do. We are booked on the Jubilee April the 13th, and we were able to book faster to the fun. So maybe that's what it is. I'd heard the first 90 days there was no faster to the fun. My brother's upset about that. He's gold level, but it is what it is. So that's a good update there. April the 13th, it is available. And so let me ask a few questions here. I took several notes here to ask about. I want to talk about food delivery. Amanda and I recently, our last 2 or 3 cruises, have really enjoyed this new option of food delivery where you can get on, and several cruise lines have it. You get on the app, you select what you want, whether it's some wings, whether it's a sandwich, whether it's now pizza. And there's cost for most of these items, $6, $7. And then you can have them delivered to wherever you're at. You could be sitting at a bar. You could be sitting on the Lido deck. You could be in Serenity. And they will deliver this food to you. Carnival, who had this service months ago and it went away, announced that it is back. So pizza delivery. The pizza is free. The delivery fee is $5 per pizza, and they will deliver pizza wherever you're at on the ship. If you're watching the big game, you don't want to leave the sports bar because someone's going to take your seat. You're hungry, order a pizza, $5, bam. It'll read where you're at. You can take a selfie if you want to. They'll deliver it right to you. I wanted to ask you, Islanders, are you using services like this, or are you actually getting up and still getting your food when you want that snack? I see a lot of people using this at the bar, which some people don't like. I've been there at Alchemy, and I've been sitting across from somebody on the other side. They get something delivered. Usually it's wings or something like that. And there's people on this side like, look at them eating at the bar. What are they doing eating at the bar? And I'm thinking, those wings look pretty good over there. Hey, how much are those wings? I'd like to order some wings. But some people, I guess, the etiquette, maybe, I don't know. They don't like people ordering that food and sitting there and eating at the bar while they're having their drink. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Mr. Tim, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Appreciate all your support, guys. There's 90 of us in here now. You're all supporters. I would figure that all 90 of you are subscribers to this channel. If not subscribed, you'll get the latest in cruise news and our experiences. We appreciate every way that you support us. Really do. Sailing on the Glory in 5 days. When does delivery service start? It's supposed to be in place. The delivery service has been there. They're just expanding it to include pizza, and it should be there now, Shane. So 5 days, hang out on Lido deck, get a pizza delivered. snap a selfie with it and post it on our Facebook page, Island Time Travel, and show us all, hey, here I am. I didn't have to get up to get my pizza. I would love that. Speaking of wings, I guess that there's something, some new wing thing on the celebration. Probably the Mardi Gras too. I can't wait to try it. Yeah, some of those street eats there by the pool have wings. You can order fries all kinds of different ways. But absolutely, yeah, they're too snooty for Carnival. Lito Tito says. Maybe so. I don't know. Someone did say something to me one time. I got a pizza delivered. They opened up the comedy club way early for whatever reason. I was happy about it. It was about 45 or 50 minutes early. I ordered my punch liner and I ordered a pizza because it was so early. The pizza got there like in 15 minutes. So still like 25 or 30 minutes before showtime. And someone that was sitting close to me that I did not know said something about, you're not supposed to eat in here. You're not actually supposed to bring food in here and eat. I just looked over at them while I had a bite in my mouth. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to waste this food. I don't know. But maybe they're too snooty for Carnival. I don't know. Yep. Selling the Jubilee, March the 30th. We will leave some fun on board for you, most definitely. I approve of the eating at the bar. I thought so, yeah. Throw a wing my way, and I become most understanding. That's how about that? You want to talk about it? Try this wing, and here's a little ranch. Now what do you have to say? You're going to order some, right? Next round's on you? Exactly right. I apologize if I offended anyone. Exactly, yep. 9 days, Amanda says, until your first cruise, Carnival Breeze. You're absolutely going to love the Breeze. We've been on her several times. Amber just got off of her today, going to Cozumel. What are you doing in Cozumel, Amanda? Let us know. You're going to have a blast, I promise you. It's so much fun. Any new punchlines, big acts for inaugural? No news on that yet. The punchliner comedians have not been announced, but you believe they'll be the best that there is. It will be more packed than ever. I hope they do some more shows in the main theater. I enjoy that venue. I love the 2 comedians for 20 minutes each. First off, you get a longer show, 10 minutes longer than the usual 30-minute show in a small venue. And you get to see 2 different styles, 2 different personalities. So I hope they do more of that. I enjoy the comedy in the big lounge. I do. Can you also order sandwiches to be delivered, Pat? Absolutely. There's a whole menu of things that can be delivered. There's even firecracker shrimp. Jackie and Jeremy turned us on to the firecracker shrimp. And yeah, it's good. It really is. And most of these things have a nominal fee. The pizza is free, just a delivery charge. But it's a good choice whenever you're at a place and you don't want to move, but you need a snack. Okay, you're on vacation. Why not, right? Halloween's going to be fun. It really will. Halloween on cruise ships is absolutely a blast. They have all kinds of costume contests and things like that. People just need to relax and enjoy themselves, Kevin says, as much as they can without causing other passengers to be uncomfortable. I totally agree with you. Who are we to judge on some of these things? We're on vacation. I was talking to a client today and shared one thing I love about cruises is some people who are very uptight at home, and it may be because that's their personality. It may be because of their job and their community. They can't let their guards down. They always have to play the part. They let loose on cruises. They let loose on vacation. There's nothing wrong with that. If someone wants to order their wings and eat it at the bar, even though you're at the fanciest bar on the ship, if it bothers you, go to another bar. Let them vacation how they want to vacation. They're not offending you, okay? So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. If I can eat an olive out of my Bloody Mary in there, what's the difference? Oh, Usnavi. That's a good question. And, hey, I thought about this, too. I almost mentioned it on the show today. You guys get a little bit extra here because you're live. I didn't want to offend anybody, but I was thinking about this. At Alchemy, they give away, the little treats around dinner time just before dinner of the cheese and the mixed nuts and the olives. And it's in a little tray. And yes, they scoot it to you. And yes, it's cleaner than wings, but you're still eating at the bar. Who are you to call someone else eating their wings while you're eating your snacks? I don't get it. I don't. What was the name of the adult train Enjoy in Galveston that you were talking about the other day? If you'll search Galveston Train Museum, there's a train museum there, and the train operates from that museum. And then they have adult nights, and details should be released now. I shared that on our show. I guess it was last week, and there weren't really many details released yet. I need to check and see if there are more details. But Galveston Train Museum, that will take you to their website, and then you can check on the adults part of the train ride for Christmas. I need to check that out myself because we're going to be there early to see maybe if we can do that. Yep. Exactly, Jeremy. You're right. I'm so ready to take my first October 30th Carnival Elation. Any pointers, Richard? You're going to have a blast. October 30th is going to be here. Just ask time to slow down. That's my advice. I enjoy the anticipation of a cruise or a vacation about as much as I enjoy the vacation myself. Like right now, we are 60 days away from the inaugural sailing of the Jubilee, and it is right now that I start saying, hey, pump the brakes a little bit. Let's slow this down a little bit because I want to enjoy every minute of it. The planning process and the anticipation literally is half the fun of vacation for me. Even though there's people that are exact opposite. Amanda, we will get in the car. Most cruises, we get in the car after we've loaded the bags up, after we loaded the kids up. And she'll say, we're going out of Galveston, right? I say, yeah, we're out of Galveston. It's 7 days, right? Yeah, it's 7 days. Where's this one going to? And I look over at her like, are you kidding me? We've had this book for a year. I've planned and planned. You don't even know where we're going. The anticipation doesn't do much, I guess, for her, but it's half the fun to me. Lito Tito, the kids are going with us for Christmas. We could not leave them Christmas. We could not. And some of it's personal for me. It is. I was a kiddo and woke up at Christmas one time with no parent and remember that. And it was other circumstances, but kiddos, Beckett Jacks are booked with us. We're going to have a blast. We will. Jim, yeah. What are the best excursions in Half Moon Key? Lauren, I'll tell you right now, the sun is shining in Half Moon. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely stunning beach. Lots of sun. Be sure you have shade. Rent a cabana, 4-person cabana, just so you can spend some time in the shade because there's not much, just free shade hanging around. Be sure you book a cabana. Enjoy the beach. You don't need to spend, besides the cabana, you don't need to spend anything else at all. Oh, Grizzly, we got a spammer here. He says, poop. Grizzly Bear. We'll just do this. How about this? Oh, Grizzly. I tell you what, Grizzly. I'll tell you what, Grizzly. How about that? There we go. Planning is at least half the fun. It is. How is Mom, Jen? Thank you for asking that. Mom is doing good. She is. I just talked to her today. So wish that she could go with us. She's just not. I banned Grizzly. He's gone. But she's just not in the condition to travel. But she is doing good. She really is. Love Mama. I really do. Can you eat a bar at the pizza joint? You can't eat an actual bar. You could have a drink. You could have a drink at the pizza joint. You can order alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages from the pizza place. Yep. Grizzly's gone. He just lost his membership. Sorry, you're gone. Thank you, Fireball Steve. Vikings are beating the 49ers 7-0, and they're driving. I can't wait to watch that game here in just a few minutes. Beckett actually said he thought the Vikings would win. They're at home. I told him that the 49ers were. But you said it was going to be close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's going to be close. So we'll see what happens there. Yep. Being on an inaugural cruise is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I'm scared up until the day I step on. They are cutting it close. And inaugurals are not for everybody either. I'm trying to set expectations with everybody. I do this for all my clients that I book inaugurals for across the industry. It's the inaugural, and things may not go perfect. These crew members have not worked together before. They have not served 6,000 plus people before. And so it is an absolute blessing to go on, but it may not be as perfect and smooth as other cruises you have been on, and that is okay. Yep. Go Vikings, Jen says. Yep. Has Port Coral opened at Belize, or is it still just a tender port? It is. Then it's still just a tender port. Work resumes on Carnival's investment there. It's going to be interesting when it's done. but I haven't seen an update in quite a while. Yep, Rangers up 3-1. I can't wait to watch that either. I can't. We got some sports on. I want to watch. We switched to YouTube TV. I've ditched my DirecTV. I swore I never would. I said I'd be the last person on this earth to have DirecTV. They kept raising the bill. I called. Usually you can call, hey, I'm not going to pay this. I'm going to cancel. Then they'll let you bring it down. And they didn't bring it down very much. So I switched to YouTube TV. We've had it almost a month and love it. I should have done it a long time ago. The picture-in-picture. I can have it $74.99, no hidden fees, unlimited DVR storage. But I can watch Monday Night Football and the baseball game side by side. I love it. Derek, I'm on a plane to Vegas. Mr. Steve Miller, of course you are. Good luck there in Vegas. I hope you win some money. Bring it back with you and book a cruise. How about that? I did make a decision finally. On the inaugural of the Firenze from Long Beach, Shane. Yes, pack your patience. And Shane, we assume it's going to be the inaugural. We'll see if something else is named. There's been a lot of people inquire about that. I've tried to inquire about that myself. There's no news yet. I do think that will be the inaugural, but I know that people are inquiring about whether it be any type of transatlantic, trans-Pacific. Nothing's been open there. So, yep, absolutely. Well, I couldn't get in until now. Debbie, I'm sorry. You can rewatch this at your convenience. It's been a good show. Michael agrees about YouTube TV. Yep. How's the quality with YouTube TV? It's great. I could not tell the difference between DirecTV and YouTube TV on clarity, on picture. The GUI, the interface for YouTube TV is awesome. It is. You do get some like the streaming movies and things like that, which you kind of got with DirecTV, on-demand type of stuff. You get it with YouTube TV as well. You get unlimited cloud storage, which I think it's awesome, especially this time of year, recording Christmas movies and things like that. There's no receiver fees, and you can split it. If family members live in the same market, like my brother lives in the same town, but if you're in the same market, you can actually share YouTube TV. They don't even really hide that. 3 people can log in, or 3 devices can log in at the same time. But my brother and I, when his contract is over with Dish, we're actually going to share it. And you can access it via your phone. You can access it Fire Stick, Smart TV, a laptop, tablet, any of that. So we've enjoyed it. We have. Yep. When I was talking about TV here on Island Time, but we're community. TV is important, right? What do you have? Hey, what do you have? When I was on the Vista in July, the Port of Belize had buildings up, and they were working on the pier itself. Justin, that is great news. It looks like it's going to be beautiful. And another option in Belize. We so enjoy going to Goff's Cay, which was closed for a long time as well. I think it's reopened now. It's a beautiful place. Spent Thanksgiving there one year. Starlink, are we able to watch Showtime on the cruise? Messiah, it depends. It really does. The download speed is usually good with Starlink. Carnival has disabled. No, I won't say disabled. But the upload speed, like if I record a 5-minute video and I want to upload it to YouTube, even though I have Starlink, even though I've paid all the money for the premium internet, the upload speed is not great. It's not. Yep. Simon ditched DirecTV as well. I've got to mail my stuff back, by the way. They're going to charge me for that. I booked a lot with you, Derek. You're right, Steve. You and Linda. Keep us busy. We enjoy you guys. You guys are traveling. Linda was just on the East Coast, and now you're traveling. Y'all just go. You do. I like it. I like it. Xfinity is another option there. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. We're coming up on the top of the hour here, and it flew by. I didn't get to half of what I wanted to get to. I did want to kind of close with this, though. All the surrounding conversation on the Jubilee, and there's been some doubt today. Will she be ready? She will be ready. I'm telling you. We're about to start to see this media blitz, this marketing blitz per se. There are still venues on the Jubilee that have not been named. They have not been shared. That is on purpose, not because they're not going to be ready. It is on purpose for this marketing blitz that we'll see inside 60 days, inside 45 days. We will start to hear some of the different venues that will be specific to the Carnival Jubilee and not on any other ship. And that is so, of course, people see that who don't have the Jubilee booked yet, and they say, yeah, I definitely want to book that. And as we enter wave season, January, February, March, which is the busiest time of bookings for cruise lines, Carnival of course, going to have that marketing blitz as close to that December timeline to kick off wave season in 2024. If you're looking at a cruise, you better book it. Prices are already crazy, especially like for Royal Caribbean. It's insane what they've done, but their sales are awesome. I mean, whenever you can charge what they're charging for cruises and people still pay for it, you're doing something right. They are. Yep. Just 5 more minutes. I know it's 8 o'clock. I know. You sound like my kiddos. Hey, can we have 5 more minutes? And again, I really want to try to give attention to the chat tonight and answer all the questions because there's a lot going on and people getting ready to cruise. So I wanted to answer all that. Rangers and Phillies would be interesting. It would be. Top of the hour, I'm going to go enjoy a little time before it's time for bed and watch a little football, watch a little baseball. Beckett and I have been watching the postseason every single night. We've enjoyed that. And no Amanda. Yeah, Amanda did not join tonight. She's actually working travel agency stuff. We have been crazy busy. Have a huge group going on Royal Caribbean out of Fort Lauderdale. We're booking everything end to end from their cruise reservations to their flights and people coming from all across the country. So that's, you got to figure things out. And they all want to meet up in the hub and fly hotels and all of it. So Amanda's been busy doing that. I do have a guest, though. If he'll come over here, I can at least share the screen with somebody here tonight. Mr. Crazy Hair Don't Care. We said we're going to get a haircut this week, didn't we? Beckett, tell us about what you've been up to since I've been talking for an hour. What's the latest the last week on you? You've had 2 things end the last week.
Football and baseball.
Exactly right. Football and baseball ended for him. We have more time. Beckett also lost 2 things. He's hoping he maybe gets them for Christmas. What are they?
My 2 teeth.
Look at the 2 teeth. Sweet boy. He has lost his 2 teeth. And he loves the song. I introduced him to it. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. And he thinks that's pretty funny. And we also went somewhere this weekend. Beckett, where did we go on Sunday?
The pumpkin patch.
No, we're going there tomorrow with our baseball team. Where did we go Sunday with the Jets?
The what?
The Jets.
What do you mean?
The air.
Oh, the air show.
Did you get scared at the air show?
Once.
Once the Thunderbirds were going, and one came from behind us, and Beckett dropped to the ground. Literally, it was like 300 feet off the ground and loud. It was fun though. That's exactly all I want for Christmas. My 2 front teeth. Jen, I will kiss Amanda. And yeah, Jackson's not up here, but that's okay. We hope you have a great night, guys. Have a good week. If we can do anything for you, let us know. For now, we're going to go downstairs. Are we watching baseball or football first? Or both in the multi-view? Football. We're going to see what's going on with football. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow right here
on Island Time.